Yeah. Yeah. If this is 88, I'ma dance like it's 1999. Out of time, moving like I might be reinvigorated from a childhood dream to be a hip-hop hero kid, and this is my theme. Cause every good hero should have some. So we be the improbable squad of impossible MCs. Back to save whoever needs saving. And when we start playing, we always come out with guns blazing. Original school raised on the originators. You can try to be hard, but see Doc or complicated. And run some shit that might be flying over your head. Like a Spanish skywriter translating what I said. But you are invited, and we are delighted that you are excited that we have reunited to rock a party right till the break of dawn. They call me electricity for turning it on. And come on.
Watching the night skies, what beautiful sunrise. How old is your soul when you're needing your space to do some navigation?
My family is diverse in many aspects. They're diverse in social economic status, religion, sexual orientation, as well as race. I decided I needed to do sort of an equality health checkup on my family members that have a little bit more of a privileged upbringing. After a lot of our class discussions, I began to wonder how some of the girls in those families were faring. Have they become confident and secure? Do they feel like they can compete as marginalized citizens? Did they have body issues, like we've discussed in class? What did Allie and Kelsey think that it meant to be a woman? How did they see their futures? Who are their role models? Research suggests that our children are most influenced by their parents, and that girls with strong mothers feel like they have a strong future. Hello.
Hi,
So what's your name?
Kelsey Burnson.
And how old are you?
I'm 15.
15 years old. So who are your role models?
Probably my two biggest ones are Bethany Hamilton and Demi Lovato.
Oh, really? So what do you like about them?
Well, Bethany Hamilton, I really admire her because of her faith and how she got through such a strong, big ordeal.
Mm-hmm.
And then Demi Lovato, I've loved her since I was really little because she does a whole lot of body confidence stuff. So I've always loved her and I've always related to her.
Okay, well I like that, the body confidence. So how do you feel about that? You know, a lot of women are under pressure to have certain body types, and what are your thoughts on that?
I definitely think there's pressure even if it's unsaid, which there shouldn't be, but at the same time, if you putting on a lot of makeup or going on a diet or exercising a lot, if that makes you actually feel good and be happy with yourself because you want to, then that's your choice and you do you. But it shouldn't be something where you feel like you're doing it for other people. You would have to be for yourself. You have to be happy with yourself.
Okay, so that actually, I had the question about how do you feel about makeup. So so you basically feel like people should do it for themselves, or?
Yeah, I love makeup, and I do it every morning because it relaxes me in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
And just gets me out of my grumpy morning mood. And I'm not uncomfortable without it, which I feel like a lot of people, not a lot of people, but some girls my age are. So makeup is something you don't want to use as a crutch, but it's something that can make people very happy and just feel a lot more confident with themselves.
Yeah, that's great. So do you well, what are your hobbies?
I'm a dancer. I'm on drill team, and so I love that. It like takes up most of my time. And I also I like hanging out with my friends and family. I like going to the movies.
So, drill team, do you have to wear like a lot of makeup for drill team?
It's not a lot. Like a lot of people see smoky eye and they're like, "Wow, that's a lot." It's not a lot, but we do have to wear a smoky eye and red lips. But it's not a whole. It's not a big amount.
And how do you dress for that?
It depends on the thing. Like during football season, we have specific uniforms, and it's just like kind of like a one-piece thing with like a vest and like fringy skirt, and then we have just different costumes for different dances.
So, what made you want to go towards drill team?
Well, whenever I was little, at my older brother's like basketball games, during halftime they'd play music, and I always like went down in the middle of the court while everyone else was off and would be just like dancing in front of everybody to the music. So I think my parents got the hint that I was like a dancing person when I was young. So they put me in a dance class whenever I was like 6, and I stayed in it for 3 years, and then it closed down. And then I was a cheerleader for a year because that was like my only really option that was related. And then once I got the option to take a dance class with my current drill team teacher, I took that, and I decided that was the route I wanted to go to as opposed to cheer.
Okay, so other than drill team, do you play any other sports or?
Not really. I mean, I mess around sometimes with like friends or whatever. I'm not good at sports, no.
Oh, okay.
Definitely not.
Okay. So, let's see. So, what do you think that the role of women is?
I think every girl needs a strong like mother figure or like a strong woman in their life to be brought up right. So, that's a really important role that women have. And then I also think not just for girls but for boys too, they need a mother figure to just help them be brought up and have that person to like, go to for advice and stuff.
So, do you think that that women can do the same things that men can do?
Yeah, if they want to.
Okay. So do you want to go to college?
Yes.
What do you want to do?
I want to go to UNT, and I want to major in psychology, and then I want to be a marriage and family therapist whenever I'm older.
Oh, that's awesome. So, what's your name?
Allie.
How old are you?
I'm 13.
13 years old. So, Allie, tell me, who are your role models?
Probably my parents and my brother.
Oh, okay. So, what do you admire about them?
They're just cool and they're nice and I love them.
Aw. Do you have any, like, maybe celebrities that you admire? Like, men or women or whatever? No? Nobody? No athletes or anything? Okay. So, what are your hobbies?
I like to play different sports and music.
Okay, so which, what sports, what are your favorite sports?
Softball, archery, and basketball.
That's pretty cool. So how long have you played those?
I started archery over the summer, and I've played softball since I was 9, and I started basketball this year.
And, okay, so do you play that for school, or?
I play basketball for school.
Okay, that's awesome. So, let's see. Has anybody ever tried to get you to do things that are like, that are like really girly, like being a cheerleader or anything?
They have done other things, like, my cousin, she forced me to wear makeup. She gave me a makeover.
Oh,
And I
really?
hated it.
Oh,
It
yeah?
was horrible.
So, so you don't like makeup. So I mean, why do you not like makeup?
It's just like, I don't like having stuff all over my face. It's just like, it makes just me feel weird.
Yeah. And you're beautiful, so you don't, I mean, you don't need it, right? So, I mean, people don't need makeup, but, I mean, let's see, so, what does the word woman mean to you? I mean, you're a young lady and you're becoming a woman, so what does that mean to you?
I think it means just to, like, someone who just has hope or just love in general.
That's really nice. So, what are your plans? Do you plan to go to college?
Yes.
Yeah?
I'm wanting to go to Texas A&M.
Oh yeah? What makes you want to go there?
It's a good school and they have good sport teams and my brother and my aunt went there.
Oh, so do you hope to play sports in college too?
Not really. I just, like, if I were to play sports, I'd probably want to play for their team.
Oh yeah, they do have good teams. So what do you want to be when you grow up?
I probably want to be a manager for a business or something.
Oh, okay. Who was your inspiration for that kind of?
My dad, he works as the general manager of Great Wolf Lodge, and he's been moving up in promotion since we moved to Virginia and back. He went from this one job to being assistant manager, and then the next year he was general manager. And so he's really good at what he does, and I think I can do that same thing.
Yeah. So do you? So okay. So you feel like you can do the same thing your dad does. Do you feel that that you have any disadvantages because you're a girl?
No.
So has your dad always made you feel like you're just as capable as say if you had been born a boy?
I don't think whether you're a girl or what, I don't think it matters. I just think it's the same thing.
That's awesome. So yeah. So do you feel like a lot of your friends kind of have the same ideas that girls can do whatever like they want, or do you think that maybe they think boys can do things that girls can't?
I believe that some of my friends think that they can't do things that boys can.
So what's different? I mean, why are you're so like self-assured and you know that you can do stuff?
Well, I believe in myself, and I know I can do these things.
Is it because your parents or
No.
just you?
I just know that I can do whatever I put my mind to.
Do you have any suggestions for people that maybe might be having kids or something, or they're maybe they want their daughters to be able to grow up like you and to know that they can do things?
I think it's good for someone to know they can do something. It doesn't matter what gender you are or how you feel. You don't have to make people like you. You just have to be yourself.
That's great. That's really great. Yeah, so, okay. Well, I think that's amazing. So who made you put makeup on?
My cousin Kelsey.
Oh, really?
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh. I think she might be here. We might have to talk to her. All right. Well, is there anything else you would like to say?
Nope, I think I'm good.
Okay, well, thank you, Allie. That was a really great interview. I really appreciate it. Okay. Sure. How about boys? How are they influenced by strong mothers? How have Todd and Derek been influenced by being raised by strong mothers? I saw an article on Fusion.net that said that 92% of all coders are male. Did Todd, a young computer science professional, think that women could code as well as men?
I work for Texas A&M University for Enterprise Information Systems, which basically what I do is I handle all the accounts for all the teachers and students throughout the university for like getting their schedules and stuff like that.
Okay, that's awesome. So that's like a computer type job. So, are there very many women in that department?
In my specific team, there is one woman. Throughout my entire department, it's pretty close to 50-50, to be honest. There's several women on each of the teams.
So this is like, I've always heard that there weren't that many women in coding. Does your job entail any coding or the department?
My job entails a little bit of coding, but a lot of my coworkers do quite a bit more. They do a lot of SQL developing and stuff like that, and yeah, and it's a lot of them are women. So I mean, it's fairly common in my workplace because most of the I believe most of the people who code are women in my department.
Really?
Yeah.
So that's interesting. So you feel like they're very capable and.
Oh yeah. I mean it's. I mean, to be fair, like if I didn't know any of them personally and I was just seeing the product of what they've done, then and that's because we're all on separate teams. That's kind of what happens with a lot of the coding is I get to see the product of what they've done and not like the actual process of creating it. I think that like just viewing the product of what everybody's done, I couldn't tell their gender based on
Right.
on the work that they provide. I just know that it's good work and that
That's-
it gets done.
Oh, awesome. Okay. On the blog, everydayfeminist.com says that white male privilege can be seen as early as elementary school. How had Derek fared to this as a young white male? Was he going to be our hope for the future for equality, or was it going to be a problem? Then I thought back to the Olympics. I wondered how Derek, a 12-year-old boy, feel about girls and their sports teams. Did he feel that they were treated fairly? What do you think the roles are for women? Like, what should they do?
I believe they can do stuff that men can do. I don't really believe like they should have like ladies first. They should have like we should let people first to be good, nice, and you shouldn't like just don't hit a girl, just don't hit anyone. And like you shouldn't just hold the door open for someone. And for girls, you just hold the door open for just people in general. Don't believe you should consider them being female. Like for example, lots of places have football teams, but nothing for girls. And I do believe they should have football teams for girls, but.
Yeah.
Just saying, I don't think you should just like say, "Oh, it's a girl, you must let them in front," even though like I don't know, there may be like a boy who deserves it more or something. Just don't just completely consider it because they're girls.
Okay, that's good. So, what do you want to do when you grow up?
Something like maybe I could be like, my main idea is to be like a video game like character designer or something. That way it combines my two things, video games and drawing, so I get to create characters for video games. My drawing isn't that neat, so I may be more of like a concept artist. So yeah, but my creativity in them still looks really good. So it could be like you make good concepts, and then like the other artists can like remake them and put them like maybe add more detail, less detail, and just make them look more neater and stuff.
That's great. Do you think that a girl could do that too?
Yeah, if she had the skills, she could do it.
Okay, great. So that's pretty. Is there anything else you'd like to add?
Not really.
Okay, well, thanks, Derek. Appreciate it. Is Allie going to be able to stay true to her tomboy self? And how is Kelsey with the pressures of beauty and her body confidence? So can we raise our white male sons to be feminists? Roper.com says that we can. The future will definitely be brighter for us marginalized citizens if the males with white privilege view everybody with equality. After getting a little bit of input from Allie and Kelsey and Derek and Todd, I'm hopeful that we have a brighter future